Okay, so I've been lounging at home as you can see in a t-shirt and my jammies, and I've been asked to get ready within half an hour to go out clubbing. I know it seems impossible and we all have been through it. So I'm gonna show you a very quick tutorial of how I would get ready in the limited given time. So to start off, of course, we start with the primer. I'm using the one by Benefit, of course, the Professional. This is perfect for my open pores. It makes the makeup look very even toned and looks very smooth. So yes, we'll start off with it. I actually got this really small tube because I wanted to test out the product, and then I really decided that this is something that I need in my makeup kit because it works so well. So you just need a little bit over the areas where you have a lot of pores, and in a circular motion you apply it. And it spreads over like butter. It feels like butter. It's so smooth and silky. It feels amazing on the skin, and it really instantly gives you a smoother look and covers up all those pores, and it smells great too. Okay, so next up we have foundation. Well, I'm gonna be using the Revlon Touch and Glow moisturizing makeup. Well, this is not a very new product. I've been using it since I started wearing makeup, and that's way back in my teenage years. But I'm just so used to this product, and I know there are so many more products out there that are much better and give better coverage, but I'm just gonna use this one for old time's sake. So the way I apply this foundation, because it's very liquidy, it's not very thick, you don't really need a brush for it. I just dab some of it on my face, just like that. And then I just use my fingers and I rub it. You can use a beauty blender. I have a lot of foundation brushes and beauty blenders, but I somehow feel that this particular foundation is very liquidy and it's not very thick, and you don't really need a blender, because if you do use a blender, it tends to suck up all the makeup and you don't get as much product on your face, and then not much coverage. So the next product that I'm going to be using is the concealer. Today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. It's a treatment concealer, so not only does it cover dark circles or fine lines, but it also treats your skin and it feels amazing. It feels nice and cool under your eyes, especially if you're like me, who's been having trouble sleeping or who's had a long day. If you want to really cover those dark circles, this product works fantastically. Also, this works as a great primer for your makeup, especially for your eyeshadows. If you're wearing lighter colors or not very pigmented eyeshadow, this is such an amazing product. So I'm using the one in the color Fair. You can use anything a darker shade if you need one, but I like using a lighter shade under my eyes because I do have bags under my eyes and dark circles, and I find that this color gives me a very good finish. As you can see, I'm applying it in a triangular shape. Okay, people most often make the mistake of just doing the U shape like this, but it looks very awkward when you blend it. Always do it in a triangular shape. It sort of highlights your cheekbones as well if done in this shape. I'm using a lot under my eyes, and wherever you have pigmentation, this works well. I use it around my mouth. I also like to highlight my forehead because I don't have a very big forehead, and sometimes in pictures it looks like I have no forehead, so I like to highlight the center of my forehead and the center of my nose. So this is a concealer, but I'm using it for contouring as well, and it works really well on me, so I really like this product. Blending time, and this time I'm using a blender because it works well. Why I use a blender that's shaped like this is because it gets to the corner of your eyes and your nose easily. You don't have to struggle and you don't have patches left out. We're done with our base for our makeup, and next I'm going to be working on my eyebrows. Now, since this is a quick tutorial and I don't have much time to get ready really, I am not going to be doing too much of detail on my eyebrows. I'm just going to be using the one product, which is by Sephora. It's called the Brow Thickener, and I'm using it in the shade, well, it's a dark brown, as you can see. I'm using a dark brown because black looks very dark, and especially if you don't have completely black hair, it does not look good. It looks very artificial. This is a powder based product. It's very easy to apply and a lot of it comes on, so don't use too much. A little bit of the product here, and I'm just gonna go along my brow line. I'm not really drawing a thicker brow, I'm just filling in because I have very light brows. I have very thin growth actually. If you feel that you've put in too much, which can happen, you can just easily take away the excess with a wet wipe. So as you can see, I just lightly filled in, and you can see the difference between my natural brows and the lightly filled in brow. So I think I'm gonna stop there before I overdo it. Just to highlight my brows and make it look a little better, I'm gonna be using this contour palette. As you can see, it's not really branded. It's something that I picked up from a drugstore, but it works really well. As you can see, it's got different colors of ivory-ish shades, which goes with my skin tone. So I'm gonna be using a very light shade that's maybe a couple of shades lighter than my skin tone, like that one right there. I'm gonna use it just below my brow line. Blend it in well, and of course above. You can see it highlights the brow and makes it look more shapely, and this is something that is really good, especially when you're in a hurry and you don't have time to draw your eyebrows and brush them and use a brow brush and all that jazz. Now I'm completely done with my brows. So just dab a little bit of the product on your eyelids, not too much, because a little bit goes a long way and it works really well as a foundation, as a base for your eyeshadow. That's about it. And you can just blend it with a beauty blender or just with your finger. Don't leave too much product on there. Well, in terms of eyeshadow, you can use any color that you want over this and it will look just perfect. I'm going to be using a dark brown today. I'm not going to be doing much because I don't have time to do a lot of blending and different colors and combinations and everything, so I'm just going to stick with one dark color. Okay, and as you can see, I am actually applying it with my finger. It's a dark brown. It's a dark brownish blackish color. It's not really black, but it's almost there, and it's perfect for a night out. And it's the easiest to apply because it's not fully black where you have to be very precise. There you go. You can use a makeup brush if you want, but I just don't have the time and I'm just in a hurry to get ready before my friend comes and picks me up, and I still have to finish my makeup, do my hair, and select an outfit. So there you go. So that's it. I'm not going to put any more eyeshadow on. I'm just going to leave it at that, and Up next, of course, is time for eyeliner. Okay, so as you can see, I have darkened my under eye very lightly using a thin brush and black eyeshadow. Why I've done this is it just defines the eye more and makes your eyes pop out, and it's good for a night look, and especially if you want your eyes to look a little more dramatic and you know that you're going to use a lighter shade of lipstick and you want to focus on your eyes without using way too much eyeshadow and a lot of different colors and combinations. So all I did was use a thin brush, black eyeshadow, and I just lightly applied it under my eye. With a similar thin brush, like the one that I used under my eyes, you can use any highlighter, a light shade of highlighter that you want. I'm using, well, I don't even have to introduce this brand. Well, I'm using the lighter shade, a little bit on your brush, just not too much, and you can use that in the inside corner of your eye. It's time for mascara. This is the Maybelline New York, the Colossal Go Extreme Leather Black. It's dark, it's thick, it actually gives a lot of volume and thickness. So I'm not going to be using too much because I will be wearing lashes over this. So a little bit on top, and of course below. Don't forget, always put mascara below, just like that. So you can apply, wait for it to dry, and if you want it thicker you can again put another layer, but I think I'm just gonna stick with one layer. Now you can skip the next step, especially if you're not used to applying fake lashes. It can be tricky and it can take time, and if you don't have the time you can just altogether skip it. But I love wearing lashes, and even if it takes me that extra 5 minutes and I have to ask my friend to wait downstairs, I'm gonna use them. So I'm using the Pinky Goat lashes in Hessa. Well, as you can see, I've just added a little bit of glue on my lashes. Blow on them, let them dry, don't let them be wet because then it's gonna get all messy, it will not stay in position. You carefully apply them. You can use one of those lash tweezers or a normal tweezer, but I love using my fingers. As you can see, whether it's for eyeshadow or for blending or foundation, I love using my fingers because I feel like I have more control. But yes, when you use one of those tweezers, it's easier to set it in properly so that you don't leave a gap between your natural lashes and the fake lashes. And then you just push them down like that, and as you can see, this is a really dramatic lash, and it's I guess because of my lighting it's throwing a shadow down, but that's not really there. It looks funny right now because you can see the shadow. It looks like I've got some extended eyeliner here, but it's actually just my dressing table lighting, which is right above, and hence it throws a shadow. But eventually for my future videos I do hope to update my lighting and this will not be a problem. So I'm going to be using the same face palette that I used earlier for my eyebrows, to highlight my eyebrows, and just use my shade, which is this ivory-ish shade, on a nice face brush, and use it under my eye. So it not only brushes away all the excess product, it also highlights your under eye even more. It mattifies it, takes away that extra shine. If you have skin like mine, which is a combination of oily to extremely oily, this works really well. And then you can use it again. This is where you want to highlight the center, nose, around the mouth, lower jawline, actually just above your jawline. It just gives a matte look, cleans up the face. And now we're ready to contour further with the darker shade. Again, this is a drugstore brand, or it's actually, there's no brand. We've got 3 beautiful bronzy shades. I find that this goes really well with my skin tone and most Indian skin tone and people with olive tone. I'm gonna use the medium one, not the very light or the dark one. Medium one on the same brush and apply it just below my cheekbone. And just keep blending and blending. So as you can see, I've done with both my cheekbones. And now with the same brush and the same shade, a little bit of the corner of your forehead. Just a little bit, not too much. And then your jawbone. Now it's time for highlighting. I'm using my Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette. I'm in love with this product and actually every product that she comes out with. I'm gonna first use the shade Fiji, and again I'm gonna be using my fingers and use it just above my cheekbone like that. You can instantly make out that beautiful glow. And now the shade Seychelles on my cheekbone. Like that. And now I'm going to use the same shade Fiji on the tip of my nose and the center, midway. Not right on top, not right at the bottom, just midway in the center, a little bit. Now for the next step, you can use a blush if you want to, but I'm just going to use the same 3D highlighter palette from Huda Beauty and use the shade Zanzibar, which is this pinkish shade, on my cheeks as blush. It's not dark at all, but it gives me a little pink glow, which I like. Just like that. Next, I'm going to apply my lipstick. You can use any color that you want. Since I've gone with the dark eyes, I'm going to go for a lighter shade, but also something that pops because I'm going out in the night. And I'm using Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Trophy Wife. As you can see, it's a nice bright shade. I love pinks. I'm obsessed with pinks actually, and I have so many different shades of pink. So there you go, I'm done with my makeup, and that was really quick. Now all I have to do is brush my hair and change my clothes, and I need to put on my shoes, and I'm all set for tonight. I know this is quick, I've skipped so many steps. As I said, when you don't have time, you're just gonna have to make do with what you have. And if this is the result, I think it's good. So this is the final look. Well, as much as I could do in the limited time that we have. I hope you like it. Please do share if you do, and subscribe to my channel. and I'll see you back next time. Bye bye.